Tropical Storm Rina. Yes, our latest named storm weakening out in the central Atlantic. This storm poses absolutely no threat to land and is going to continue to weaken. As a matter of fact, by tomorrow morning, we will be looking at a subtropical storm in Rina, and then eventually it's just going to go away. Again, no threat to land and nothing else in the tropics. So we're starting to wind down the hurricane season. Of course, the official end is November 30th, and I always mention we can see storms outside that season, but right now I have nothing that is indicating any kind of development anytime soon. So let's take a look across the Atlantic Basin, the tropical flow, and notice everything is basically pretty zonal, kind of floating back from east to west. We'll get in a little closer though. I've got Bermuda off to the side of the screen here, and here is Rina. And as we take a look at Rina and the latest coordinates at 40.9 north, 48.6 west, it's starting to pick up some steam. It's moving northerly to the north at 23 miles per hour. Winds are actually down to 50 miles per hour after being at 60 earlier today. Still going to avoid the maritime provinces of Canada. Notice the model still converging on a north and then eventually northeasterly track. So by tomorrow morning, wee hours of the morning, we're dropping subtropical, and it's just going to continue to weaken as it slides out into the North Atlantic. Across the rest of the basin right now, outside of a little storminess in the central Caribbean, not much else to talk about. So let's talk about this, a sight that has been pretty common lately, fog. And it looks like we've got another foggy start tomorrow. Sue Archer snapped this picture earlier today out at South Patrick. And yes, Brevard County, it looks like you will see some of that thickest fog again tomorrow morning. And then we're going to burn it off. Front coming on in. It's actually going to bring us a little bit of a change. Let's talk about the moisture in the atmosphere. It's been limited, but it's starting to increase just a bit. You're probably noticing a muggier feel to the air. Well, here comes the first front, and it looks like behind it some slightly drier trying to work in. But notice how we turn the wind around to the northeast. Onshore flow brings some more moisture in our direction. So we're going to throw in a 20% chance for a shower on Friday, especially late in the day, as the second front comes on in. And then that northeast flow continues Saturday and Sunday. So I've got us at about a 20% chance to maybe 30%, and the best chances are going to be toward the coast for any showers on Saturday and Sunday. The best chances over toward our coastal communities. So we get into next week, another push of some drier air will be working its way in our direction. Dew point, that measure of moisture in the atmosphere, look at that, going to be on the muggy side right through tomorrow, and then starts to drop on Friday as a couple of fronts come in our direction. So here we go overnight. Areas of fog. Temperatures tonight going to be in the 60s. I'm going to zoom ahead to Friday because we do have a big game going on. Lake Mary taking on Wekiva. Spectrum Sports crew will be out there for a kickoff at 7:30. The temperature 69 and a partly cloudy sky, partly to mostly cloudy sky, but dry conditions. It will be breezy. That might play a role in the kicking game. Of course, the Veterans Day parade on Saturday, just an isolated shower, breezy and mild. Back with more information with weather on the ones, but right now, check out Storm Tracker 13 Doppler radar.